Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make puff pastry, and it's going to take a while but it's going to be worth it. So if you have been buying puff pastry, ready-made puff pastry, today I am going to show you the easiest and the most delicious puff pastry you're going to make. To make the puff pastry you're going to be using 4 key ingredients. One is all-purpose flour, salt, some softened butter or margarine, and cold water. Cold water is very important in this recipe because it's going to give you a very flaky dough. So I'm going to start off by adding my all-purpose flour to a big bowl. Next, I'm going to be adding in my softened butter, salt, using my fingers, I'm going to break in the margarine into the all-purpose flour, making sure the margarine is not fully combined into the flour. As you can see, you can notice crumbs of margarine. Then I'm going to add in cold water. The cold water is going to help the margarine not to be fully combined into the dough. So I'm going to add some more. Basically, I'm not kneading, I'm just squeezing in so that the water and the flour can get combined. Once the dough is starting to form, I'm going to sprinkle in some all-purpose flour to my work surface, and then I'm going to transfer the dough. And then I'm going to squeeze in. You can notice chunks of margarine in my dough. Work the dough a little bit just to make sure everything is fully combined. When the dough is finally formed, as you can see, there is no crumbs. I'm going to refrigerate this for around 20 minutes. This is after chilling my dough for 20 minutes. I'm going to sprinkle some flour to my countertop, and then I'm going to transfer the dough. At this point, it's firm. It's not soft because of the refrigeration. And then I'm going to try and fold in the layers, the butter layers, just like that. And then using a rolling pin, I'm going to roll out the dough in a big rectangle. Once done rolling out the dough, I'm going to be placing in my butter. Okay, for me, mine is, I bought the butter in a bakery shop. So if you don't have this kind of butter, what you're going to do, you're going to buy butter, don't use margarine, butter, and then you add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, mix until combined, and then you're going to refrigerate until the butter is firm, like this. So I'm going to place my butter. Then I'm going to laminate the butter inside. To laminate is to make sure that the butter is inside the dough. Just like that. And then the next thing, I'm going to add a little bit more flour. As you can see, the butter is inside the dough. So gently, I'm going to use a rolling pin and roll out the dough. By rolling out the dough, you are evenly distributing the butter that we placed on the inside into the dough. So carefully push using the rolling pin. After rolling out the dough, I'm going to carefully fold in the dough. So I'm going to fold the sides, and then I'm going to bring the top like that. Once done, as you can see, I am forming layers. I'm going to wrap my dough with a cling film and refrigerate 20 minutes. My dough is out of the fridge, and making puff pastry requires a lot of patience. So this is the third time I'm folding my dough. So I'm going to unwrap the dough again. Press using my hands a little bit. Carefully roll out the dough again. The dough is firm because of refrigeration, so don't worry if the dough is feeling a little bit hard. Once the dough is spread out, I'm going to repeat the same. So I'm going to fold in half, fold the next one, and then fold over. Just like that. I'll wrap the dough with cling film, ready for refrigeration. So I'm going to be repeating this for around 3 more times. So have the patience, and then I'll catch you when the dough is ready. I really enjoyed my day because I got to make this spectacular puff pastry, which was very worth it. So you have to have the patience, and you'll get some good and flaky puff pastry for your filling. So I hope you try out this puff pastry, which is worth it, and it's worth your time, and catch you on my next episode. Bye.